When you're implementing a history lab, my recommendation for high school teachers is to keep that to 90 minutes, either 2 45-minute periods or one 90-minute block. And the reason being is that the question will drive students' interest in investigation, but after 90 minutes or after having to come back after a 24-hour break in a 45-minute scenario, you have to get kids reinvested in the question, reminding them about the nuances of the sources. And so after about 90 minutes, they've sort of exhausted the sources, they've exhausted the question. Teachers also need to consider the fact that when you're going and doing a history lab, if you're dedicating more than 90 minutes to it, you have to make some choices over the course of a whole year about what you're going to condense, what you may be giving up, and you have to make those choices consciously. With middle school teachers, I recommend 3 class periods, but no more than about 120 minutes because of the same situation. You have to scaffold the information more for middle school students, but again, the intensity of that question wanes over a period of time. Our elementary school teachers that are doing similar things, the time period is usually 2 blocks of social studies, however that works into your week or your day. And of course you're using fewer sources and a more narrow question so that kids can stay focused on what they're investigating. I recommend that teachers, if they're doing the history labs, to do them once a unit, for however many units they have over the course of the year. And then also realize that they can't just have a history lab and then it disappears and then it shows back up at the next unit. They have to embed the thinking skills that are within the history lab throughout their instruction, so that anytime you use an historic document, even if it's not in the context of a lab, you are asking questions about authorship, you're dealing with context, so that students can practice those skills in microcosm so that when they get to the labs, it's a much more natural and comfortable experience for them. Then as teachers go along through the years, they may find that they can do 2 labs a unit, and a lot of times that's dependent upon their interest or their students' interest or content emphasis that they want to place.